TribLIVE Radio presents Gladiators of the Cage, online at GOTCMMA.com and on Twitter at GladiatorMMA412. It's time to get all the inside info on the Pittsburgh MMA scene right now, right here, only on TribLIVE Radio.
Combat Tuesday continues here on TribLIVE Radio each and every week from 2 to 3 o'clock. Presented by Gladiators of the Cage. You get your Wrestling Reality, your Pro Wrestling Hour, all things WWE. And then from 3 to 3:30, we're here with the CEO, the owner, the founder of Gladiators of the Cage, MMA, based here in Pittsburgh, Robert Joseph. Robert, everybody here on YouTube, everybody on Periscope, we appreciate it. And talking, we always like to start off with some kind of a national topic. And this week is something right up my alley as two former WWE guys.
It is. And we normally always start out with UFC, but I think today we need to start out with Bellator. A lot of people have different names for them, but we're going to start out with Bellator today because rumor mill has it that Bellator signed Kurt Angle. Originally thought that maybe they signed him to be a commentator because that's what they were originally going after him before for. Right. But rumor has it that he might be fighting Ken Shamrock, which, like you said, is two WWE superstars. I think Bellator, this is nothing more than a publicity stunt because both of them are up there in their years. Both of them are all banged up.
Shamrock at his ass whipped like Kimbo Slice.
And they're just, they're just up to their old things. We've talked about the domestic violence situation and how Bellator, houses the domestic, and Kurt Angle's no stranger to that. Yeah. And we all know that, unfortunately, but he is. So I don't know. It just seems like Bellator's trying to pull out all the stops to try to mimic maybe or try to do something with UFC because they just, they have Spike TV, which is owned by Viacom. Right. Viacom, in return, is owned by CBS. So, they got the money to sink into it. There's no question.
They have the money, and let's be real here. If you build Kurt Angle versus Ken Shamrock in a cage, it will sell, whether it's pay-per-view, whether it's a special on Spike. But
it's like the Grudge match, though, with the TV show with, that had Sylvester Stallone fighting.
Yeah. But it comes down to, can this actually happen? Kurt versus
to be honest with you, I don't know what sanctioning body would sanction that. First of all, they're both banged up. It's a health risk. Yeah. Secondly, the commissions, they go through rigorous testing. They have eye exams, blood work, all kinds of things to make sure they're properly fit and ready to fight in this type of event.
See, my thought is, though, and you're right, obviously these guys need to be at a certain level of health for their safety and for their quality of performance, but my thought always is when this kind of conversation comes up is these state commissions are making money. It's the same reason why the state commissions in Nevada continue to sanction Floyd Mayweather, because it's money in the pockets of everybody
Floyd's
involved.
A lot younger than Kurt Angle.
Well, no, I know that. No, I know Kurt and Ken, neither of them are spring chickens. They're both in their... Ken might be in his 50s by now, but they're both in their 40s, or both well above 40. But to me, I think if blood work and eye exam, everything like that passes, if they don't need a walker to get to the ring, and the state commission knows the kind of money that's coming into this, I have a hard time believing somebody's going to stand up and be the moral compass and say, you know what, this just isn't right.
No. If there's money to be made, it's going to happen. Yeah. So, and then you're right, a bright promotion, and they're starting it early. Yeah, this is definitely going to be something that they're going to be able to put together. Now, where it's going to have to be, like you said, Vegas, it could happen there, because they sanction a lot of things. It could happen in a state that doesn't have a sanctioning body. Or
you think Greg Serpent would go for the Sirius Shriner Center?
He'd never do
Ken
that.
Versus Shamrock versus Angle?
Although I think he might let Kurt Angle, now binding his restrictions on his PFA, might be allowed in Cheswick. But he would allow him to do that. But he would never allow him to fight in this state. I can guarantee that. So I have a fighter from Florida right now. This guy's in phenomenal shape. His name's James Brasco. He keeps.
I know Brasco, yeah.
He keeps texting me and calling me. He's a great fighter. He's out of Florida. Keeps himself in shape. Fights. He's a good fighter. Yeah, he's from the Pittsburgh area. He'd be a good ticket seller. But Greg is having a real problem. He's 42 years old, Josh, somewhere around there. And Greg is really having he's giving me all kinds of fits to get him in here. So this fight would never happen. I can guarantee you that.
Well, please,
in Pennsylvania.
Please comment on the YouTube video. Let us know. Do you think Kurt versus Ken will happen? And is it something that you'd want to see, or is it just all one big waste of publicity time? And again, thanks to everybody on Periscope. We are here each and every week, 3 o'clock on the TribLIVE Radio Periscope, kicking off
Periscope.
the MMA half hour.